Well, we've made it to a new year, a new zodiac year, that is. Welcome to your true fate and fortune. This is True Oracle. I am Lady Zelda Kelly, and today is March the 20th of 2025, and we are at the first day of spring at the Spring Equinox, which means there are equal daylight and equal not daylight hours. I can explain it that way. And now we start into this phase where the days start getting a little longer. We made it through the winter, didn't we? I am just happy to be here, and I am so thankful and grateful for you. And if you'll do us a favor, please, and subscribe, like, click the notification bell, because, after all, your future might depend on it if you want to keep in touch with us. And we are here to talk about this wonderful energy. Now, I want you to make sure that you come back tomorrow on the 21st, because we have a little special video for you. But today, I want to give you a reading because we are now going into the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries. It's the sign of we are a little stronger today. We feel like if we need to butt heads, we can certainly do that, especially with that Aries energy. We feel like we've taken our place back on the throne again. And even though we love that Pisces watery energy, we have just left it behind us. It's a lot of emotion going on. And by the time we get to that 12th zodiac sign of Pisces, we're ready to have the new come for us. I love it. So here's a little reading for you going into this new time, this new Aries time. And if you are an Aries and seeing this, or a Pisces, you may resonate with this a little bit more. And happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating on this day and who are on the cusp of a Pisces and an Aries. Here we go, my darlings. So I've got a couple of cards. I've got a Lenormand deck, and I have this Art Nouveau tarot, which is very pretty. But first, I'm going to draw a card from this, and you've seen this before. It just gives us a little set, a little foundation into our day. It's the Woodlands Wardens. I love this, and it gives us a little animal, a little flower, and a little idea of what the energy is. Here we are, first card off the top, and it is, look at this. Now, let me see if I can get it to focus here. It is the Trout and Lily of the Valley, and it is, let me see if I can get it to focus. Oh my goodness, here we go. Where are you? Purification. Look at that. Looks like he's a rainbow trout too. And Lily of the Valley, it's so funny. I saw a picture of the Lily of the Valley today, and they were pink. And I thought, oh, those are so beautiful. You don't really see those around anymore. And here we are. It's funny that we're coming out of that sign of the fishy Pisces. And because, the fish are a mutable sign. So now coming into this Aries, where we can flow a little better. We can swim a little better, coming into this abrupt sign of Aries, which isn't a bad sign at all. We've got a lot ahead of us. So I just think that it's pretty cool, don't you? There's no coincidence. There's no accidents. This came out, and it is purification. And believe me, I feel like coming out of this energy, and we've got this Mercury retrograde going on, it feels like there's a purification happening for us. This spiritual cleanse thing that's going on. So let's put this to the side. If we have to reference this, we certainly will, and we'll go from there. Thank you, little trout. All right. Now, I think I'm going to start with this very pretty, you're going to like this. It's the Laura Twan Lenormand deck. Here we are. We're just going to lay a few cards out here. Oh, I like it. How appropriate with the Seven of Hearts, the tree, the Seven of Hearts. Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me either. Another 7, and it's the 7 of clubs, and it's the little mice. Look at these little guys nibbling, nibbling. Actually, they're rats, but I'm going to say not mice because, well, they feels a little better, doesn't it? And the Queen of Hearts, which is also that water sign. Amazing, isn't it? And we talked about this new beginning of the new zodiac, and this stork is a brand new beginning. Not only that, it is the birth of a brand new beginning. So here we are. We've got this very earthy tree putting down roots, making sure that there is fulfillment going forward into this next phase into this next year, this zodiac year, making sure you're a little sturdier, making sure that your feet are planted, no pun intended. And then we have this little mice, if you will, this little nibbling, because this is a card of which you want to make sure that you're financially secure, that you are even spiritually secure. It is a grounding card. But I think that there may be some things that you've carried over from the last month going into this new time, into this spring season, a time of growth, a time of the sun shining, a time of planting for many. And yet you kind of feel like you're bringing something along with you. Well, here's the invitation for you, my darling. This is the new beginning, the birth of the new beginning. And you see the water here? The water is a life force, and it is flowing. And look, there's more of these little fellows back here. That is also an indication that there is more coming to you, as in blessings, more energy coming to you. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Let's see what this tarot. Oh, and there's one that fell out. Let's see what he is. And this is, look at him. It's the Two of Wands. It's this fellow standing there in this red robe. He's in between two wands. Now, he's got this particular wand, his cloak is hiding it. But this one is fixed to the wall of the castle because he actually is anchoring things in his past. Don't you love this? He's holding the world because he understands at this juncture he has the opportunity to he's holding the world in his hands. The world is his oyster. He can do whatever he wants, but he's needing to make this choice, and he's made it. But in order to make such an important choice, many times we have to anchor our past behind us, because if not, we drag that past, those old feelings and thoughts, we drag them into our present, and then they become our future, and we have to shake it somehow. And that's why he's got this particular wand anchored to the wall of the castle. Now, this is amazing too, because the wands are fire elements, and the wands are telling us that there is a growth, opportunity, open doors. Look how this is all fitting in. Look how it is. Purification, putting the old behind us, bringing in the new. Would you like to have a screenshot of that? I'll just sit it there for a second. You can certainly use that screenshot as a wallpaper if you like, because I love this. I love it. You see how it's just all kind of flowing together? That's what it's all about. Let's see. Oh. And that card was flipped over. Hello. Okay. So, and I think I turned my deck around, which is okay, and that's fine, because I'm going to tell you this. This is the Temperance card. Once again, this idea of having this beauty balance spiritually, physically, mentally, with this beautiful angel who is enlightened. That's important. Now, in other cards, this back here is not the sun with rays. It is a crown, which means when you reach your goal, It feels like the crown and glory, like you've done it, like you sometimes are even royalty. She's standing on the edge of this pond. She's got one foot in, one foot out, and she is, well, juggling this water between two cups. I love this. The Temperance card is also the sign for Sagittarius, which is also a very fiery sign. And it's telling us that we need some balance between work and life, but that there is a new goal coming to us, just new. Just think, walk around and just say, this is a new chance. I'm rejuvenating. I'm renewing. You can reevaluate things. Because you know why? Mercury is retrograde. We've got that R-E, the re. So you're positively in your favor. And if you didn't see that, my camera glitched. Use the re's for retrograde. Use the R-E positively in your favor. Now, we're going to take one more card. And look at this. And this, too, is an invitation. First of all, the 5 in biblical numerics means grace. And for you, there is a lot of grace that is happening, a lot of grace coming about, a lot of things going on, and I love it. You see, in this picture, I don't interpret this as many other people do, because you have to deep down look into this card a little bit more than just saying, oh, well, they're broke, they're in a bad way, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? That is not your future, my darling. You see, they are walking, and I believe they're going pretty swiftly, even though this poor soul is on crutches. There's many elements in this card. Yes, this lovely person is injured. This person is more like a mother figure. It's cold, it's snowy, they're down on their luck. I'm going to say this. But look at the colors. We have reds, and this goldish color is really green. It's more greenish when you're off camera. And then there's blue, which means there's a lot of emotion going on. But the red means that there's passion, compassion, and even control in this particular situation, because they have made a conscious decision to move on. And with the green, definitely, with the pentacles, yes, that's money. My interpretation of this 5 of Pentacles is not that, oh, well, you're going to be broke. You better be careful. You're going to lose all your money. Then you're going to be out in the cold. No, no, no. No, no. And it fits in this reading as a recognition. See, here is the re word. You recognize that you don't want to be in this spot anymore. You recognize that you want to put the past where it belongs, behind you, because there's nothing you can do about it. It will not change. And there is Sam walking through. Thank you for blessing the reading. But this is saying that you're recognizing that it is time to go. It's time to move on. It's time to restart. It is time to reevaluate maybe your situation, maybe your circumstances. Put things together, and then you can do whatever you can to move away from a negative situation, circumstance, a job, even your thought processes, my darling. It doesn't have to be financial. But whatever it is, it will ground you to the point where it will morph into this brand new beginning. And then you will have this where you plant yourself and grounding. New beginning. And I love this. And quite frankly, if you are manifesting, this is one of the cards. The Temperance card and the Magician cards, in my opinion, are 2 of the best cards if you are manifesting in the tarot deck. That energy of bringing forward but balance. You see what happens when we get in these situations of dire straits is because we have become off balance. Well, it could be that our checkbooks have become off balance. It could be that our relationships, even our jobs, are no longer balanced to the point where we feel that work-life balance. We go home or we are at home and it's like, oh my goodness, and then there's Sam again. And we think, oh my goodness, something's wrong. And I can't get my mind off of work. And then you go to work and it's, oh my goodness, all I can think about is home. What am I going to do about my relationship? What am I going to do? I need to meet someone. I need to do this. I need to move. I need to do this. Well, my darling, the invitation for you in the next couple of days and tomorrow, March 21st, is going to be very important for you if you are actually feeling this way. For you to sit back and say, now is the time I really have to scope things out and reevaluate. That's what this new spring energy, think of spring planting, watering, sun, growing, the warmth. There's all kinds of things that make a seed grow, but many times people don't realize you have to have a very good winter for you to be able to plant and have a good harvest. And that's what this is telling us, my darlings. You are preparing. This is you preparing for this brand new beginning. Leave this nibbly energy behind you. Because you know what? It doesn't have any place in your future. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It does, but I'm going to tell you, you are not at fault and you need to let it go. Here we are. Oops, sorry. Okay. I turned my deck around. Because if you can have that energy, and look at this. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is all about give and take. Now, you see this gentleman here. He's giving. It looks like alms for the poor. Feeding, giving. But look at what we have. If you look closely, you see the scales that will balance. And that's what it's about, because not only should you be giving, and I think that you are such a good person that you give to the point where it hurts, and then you sit back and think, oh gosh, what did I do? Because I need groceries, and I need this, and I need that, and then there's nobody else around. But you also have to be a good receiver. And not only that, you have to just kind of sort of learn to say no sometimes. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. It's all going to be all right, my darling, because this is a time of purification and a new spring. And I'm so happy to be here. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. We love it. When we get to 4,000 subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway. And one of those giveaways will be that I will be doing a video reading for you. So subscribe so you can win. And come to us on Mondays at 1 p.m. where you can watch Manifestation Monday. Not only that, my darlings, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video for you to come on over to our website and you can browse around. There's all kinds of great things in the shop. And if you'd like to have a reading with me, please check out the links in the description and in the show notes, and I will be glad to help you as much as possible. Thanks so much for watching. Happy spring, my darlings. This is fantastic. I'm so happy. And happy birthday coming to Aries. And goodbye, Pisces. But we'll be swimming around again. Bye for now.